Hello, DJ Ximone. I'm glad to have you here. Uh, what brought you out to Surfside?
Well, what brought me out to Surfside is Neon Sands and the EDM community within Houston.
Okay, that's a bet. All right, so I have a couple of questions for you, and the first one's gonna be pretty simple, but maybe it'll give me some more insight on you. And why the name DJ Ximone?
So, Simone is actually my middle name.
Okay.
I had some trouble thinking of what my DJ name would be, but uh, my name is Jasmine Simone Cardenas.
Okay, gotcha. So it's really more yourself, really, because when I did see that the name was Jasmine, I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. And I think Simone really works just sonically. So DJ Simone, for me, is pretty memorable. So I guess as far as that, you brought up the EDM community. What are your connections to it? Like, is there anything that brought you to it? Why do you DJ things like of that nature?
So, I guess it all really started with my first EDM concert, and I immediately fell in love with it. I really had so much inspiration, and I learned so much, and I was drawn towards it because it felt very familiar and
Gotcha.
felt like my family. And my family, it basically they're both DJs.
Gotcha. Okay, so your mom and your dad are DJs.
Or have been
Have
previously.
been previously. So, like, what music did they professionalize in, I guess you could say?
So, my dad does a lot of light production, but
Okay.
he more specifically did drum and bass.
Okay.
And my mom is actually more known in the greater Houston area
Alright.
for her DJ nights and within her DJ crew called Bon Bon.
Boom. Okay.
And that's more of a cumbia Latin trap sound.
Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I think you having such a background in it definitely helps with just your ear for music. Because when I went to your SoundCloud, I saw that there was a track called Scream, and I really enjoyed it. I was listening to it before you guys got here. What brought you to that? Like, do you have any opinions on it? Like, what was the steps for your production? Could you explain any of that?
Well, yeah, actually, I didn't really do much promo for it, but I decided I wanted to drop it. I felt like I wanted other people to connect back to it and give the same energy, give the same scream, whenever you're just, working your everyday life and you want to listen to some EDM and just kind of like get crazy.
Get crazy. Okay, so with you saying that, like, so is that the energy you always want to exude in your music? Because I know you do different styles, right? So is that always your goal in it, or do you try to be as well rounded as possible? 'Cause I know some artists, they really just want the party to get started, while some kind of they prioritize being able to do any sound.
Well, I'd say that I really have focused on a lot of technique, and I pay attention to all different types of EDM, house music, techno, lots of. I think it's important to have a lot of insight on other, I guess, genres to be
Right.
the best DJ and to read the crowd essentially sometimes, and
Yeah.
or play your head off.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, that's what I usually prefer.
Yeah.
I guess you could call me a rager.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of the idea that with that, I know that there's kind of a stigma to it. So I just wondered, where you sat on that. But I guess with that, is there anyone that you kind of model yourself after as far as how your artist persona is? Like, as far as music, or maybe just how you connect with the people that listen to your music? Is there anyone you kind of look to?
Right. Well, I'd say as far as like bigger artists, like I really thought that like Level Up was really inspiring,
Okay.
and let's see, like plenty of other like female DJs that and inlays,
Right.
and trying to think who else. But yeah, sometimes I just kind of like to rage, and I'm starting to learn more about dubstep and the different like forms of dubstep.
Right.
And I hope to pull from that sound
Gotcha.
and within like those artists.
Right. Well, because I guess that'll lead me to, I guess
Female
then,
artists, yeah.
what would then be your base? Because you said you're learning about dubstep, and of course, Houston has a large rhythm community. So, like, what was the first style that you really could say that you could play and not have to, really worry about it?
Yeah, so I'd say that first of all, rhythm was very hard to learn,
Gotcha.
but I was drawn to dubstep because it was the first genre of mine that I felt like I could really be a part of it and really feel the music and basically have some sort of sound of my own.
Right.
Oh yeah, I feel like my love for EDM kind of started with drum and bass.
Okay.
And I just kind of took off from there. I found out more house music, and I found more new sounds that I could have an open mind for and really love.
Gotcha. Okay, no, I like that. So I'm going to ask a very, I guess, straightforward question, but I'm going to ask it in a roundabout way. But where do you want to take this? Like, I know the easy answer would be as big as possible, but how far do you want it to go? Like, are you trying to be a festival DJ? Are you trying to move into production like a Skrillex type? Are you trying to just be someone local that's able to make a paycheck and able to play the music that they want to play? Because there's so many different aspects of large venue music. So it's like, what is it that you're actually trying to go for as of today?
Right, right. Well, I'd say ever since going to my first festival, I had never, I guess, felt like I could ever be a part of something like that, because my parents have done festivals before.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to kind of jump out and say, hey, like, I think this is what I'm gonna do sometimes, and there's some stigma there, and there's some courage that it takes. I'd say festival DJ.
Festival DJ.
Yeah, this is probably the most inspiring for me.
Gotcha.
For me, I have to take. I know I have to take steps in order to get there, and I'm totally willing to do whatever it takes and just kind of vibe with everybody.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, like you always got to vibe, right?
Yeah.
It is the EDM community.
Yeah.
Well, all right, DJ Ximone, that's all I have for you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it too. Thank you for having me, and thanks.
Do you have any last words you want to tell to the people watching or any fans?
It's EDM, dude.
It's EDM, dude. Listen to music. All right.
It's EDM, dude.
Appreciate. All right.